It's fucked up around here, guys. Excuse my language. Okay. Well, good morning. I decided to walk this morning because I wanted to buy me some coffee, not necessarily make some coffee. I want some Dunkin' Donuts. Let's just be real. Woke up to a house fire, unfortunately, on my block. Looks like 2 houses were caught on fire this early this morning around 2-3 o'clock. It's tough. The news people that was there, they said there was no casualties, so that's really what's most important. No casualties, so happy about that. So let me take these out my ear because I can't hear myself really. Anyway, good morning. Come walk with me. Go get some coffee. It's been a while since I got some Dunkin' coffee. And it's not too hot yet. It's so much trash everywhere. Get it. I have an early appointment this morning with one of my business clients. This particular business client that I have several LLCs. And I gotta help her sift through the compliances. Just kind of ironing out everything. This person has made some transitions and now ready to attack the things that she has to do when it comes to getting her business flush. So that's what my early morning meeting is about. And then I got some action with one of my bookkeeping clients. We're starting to work on the business credit. Get out the way. Work on the business credit. And one way to do that is to take advantage of what I've learned. And one way to do that is to take advantage of Tier 1 accounts. I don't know if you ever heard of Tier 1 accounts, but from my understanding, Tier 1 accounts are accounts that you develop with these vendors, basically, where you order supplies and things that you need for your business. And eventually, once your relationships are strong enough, which it doesn't really take that long, but when your relationship gets strong enough, then you have the ability to get supplies on consignment and be invoiced for the supplies it needs, business supplies, which in turn increases your business credit when you're paying them invoices in a timely manner. Now, of course, you got to work on your business, your personal credit as well, and she's doing that as well as I. Maybe we'll go down that rabbit hole to talk about that, but definitely doing that, but yeah. Good morning. Welcome to Morning Coffee Conversation, where we look to befriend accountability. The purpose of this channel is to kind of document and journal my progress when it comes to building the entities that I am involved in. What I mean by that is there's a few businesses that I'm interested in, or a few businesses that I'm trying to build. If you're new to the channel, I have a tax firm that I'm working to build. I also dabble in music licensing, and I want to take advantage of content creating to kind of give myself a way to journal and to hold myself accountable, because this is really what this is all about for me, is to hold myself accountable on this journey that I'm on, to try to grow these businesses and grow these entities so I can become more financially stable, so I can become more financially free, so I can be able to do more things that I want to do in life. You know, I'm a bit of an entrepreneur now. I didn't start off as an entrepreneur, but as I gotten older, I understood the importance of that, and I am fortunate enough to go down this path, go down this journey. So come with me, you know, if you're interested. So like I say, holding myself accountable. So, you guys been keeping up with the news? You guys interested in politics? I am. That's a new thing in my life, being interested in politics. I think I've said this before in one of my previous videos, but man, politics is something else. I'm still afraid to really dive deep into it. So polarizing. So I'm gonna bag back on, talking about any opinions I may have on it, but it's extraordinarily interesting to me. What I will talk about is the things that I need to do. So it's all about accountability with me. It's all about accountability with what I'm trying to do. So, like I said, I'm trying to run this tax firm, and we do tax prep services, bookkeeping services, credit, business tax services, business compliance, all that sort of thing. And actually, at the filming of this video, it's actually the back end of the meat of the tax season. So it's after the tax return deadline, so things are kind of slow when it comes to just interacting with my clients. I've pretty much filed all the tax returns for all of my clients. That I grew a little bit this year from last year. I did probably, I think I want to say I did about, I got 10 more clients than I did the year before, so that's pretty good. I'm on pace of making more income for 2026 that I did for 2025. So that's good. So I just had overall growth, and I'm happy about that. Growth is slow. You have to be patient. Starting a legit business, you're not going to get rich overnight. So don't think that that's the case. That's not going to happen. So you have to be patient and just stick with it, So today my plans is, let me pull up. I use Notion. I don't know if you guys know what Notion is, but Notion is an app that I discovered watching YouTube channels, looking at guys who do desk setups and things of that nature. And one guy mentioned Notion about being organized, and that's something that is important to me. So you should look into it. Notion is pretty cool if you're into being organized. But anyway, let me look at my Notion. I have a to-do list, and today, there's a few things I need to do today. I need to contact a client of mine who owns a business. I provide bookkeeping services, tax services, business credit concierge services for this particular client, and I need to reach out to them. And I kind of want to just recap. I needed to get, because I deal with them in so many avenues, I want to recap with them and go over our next move, the next step. I help him, I'm in the process of helping him grow his business. I'm in the process of helping him make purchases with the business to try to increase his credit. He wants to expand his business into other business avenues, and I'm kind of helping him navigate that. So I want to meet with him. We're supposed to meet yesterday, but of course life and things come up. But I'm going to meet with him. What else I need to do today? Oh, so there's another exciting thing that's happening with my business. I have an opportunity to scale, meaning I have an opportunity to hire somebody or bring somebody on under my company to provide tax preparation services for the upcoming tax season. And I'm excited about that. I have to put together a system, and that's the beauty of a business. You're not going to, anybody that's trying to start a business, let me tell you something. You're not going to know everything at the beginning, okay? Don't let that stop you from trying. Don't let that stop you from starting. That you don't know everything it takes to run this business. You got to get the basics and get out there, because you will learn as you go the things you need in order to run your business successfully. But you got to start. You got to get out there. You're not going to know everything it takes to run it. You have to learn it from experience, man. That is so true. So now I'm about to learn what it takes to onboard a potential employee or contractor who will provide my service under my name, under my business name, So I'm excited about this process, and that's another good, nice thing about starting a business. Just, the process, enjoying the process, because anything that you have to do that's, difficult to do, you have to fall in love with the process. You have to fall in love with what it takes to get it going in the first place, because that's the meat of it. And I learned that from my previous career. If you uh, if you follow me or if you've seen any of my past video, I've mentioned that prior to all of this, I was an athlete in my younger days. Some surprise, and I had an opportunity to travel around the world and play basketball for a living. So I was blessed to have that experience. The one thing I learned about being a professional athlete is it's not what you think it is to be a pro. And I think that's across the board with anything that you think you would, like you think it's easier because it's art. Like for instance, oh, I want to be an artist for a living. Or, you think that's because you love art, you think that, oh, that's cool to do that for a living. I want to be a musician for a living. And the sound of that sounds good. I want to be an athlete for I want to do these things for a living. I want to be a doctor for a living. And all of those things sounds romantic, but in order to achieve those romantic spots in life, there's a level of sacrifice that you have to make, and there's a way of thinking that you have to adopt. And one of those ways of thinking is you have to like what it takes to get good at it in order to do it for a living, not the actual performance of it. Like, for instance, as a pro athlete, the games, playing in the games, yes, that was fun. You look forward to playing in the game. You look forward to the competition. That's what you train for. But what it really is to be a pro athlete, it's the stuff you do every day before the game. It's the drills and running and getting a whole bunch of shots up and working on your ball handling skills and your passing ability and the training aspect of it. You have to love that, really. That's what it is to be a pro. If you can fall in love with that stuff, then you can be a pro. As an actor, you have to fall in love with the study, you know what I mean, with the research, uh, with the fact that making a movie is not what you get face value. When you're making a movie, it doesn't feel like it does when you watch a movie. When you watch a movie, it's full of emotion and you looking at these actors and they putting on these performances, but what you don't realize, there's a team of people to make you feel like that. That actor is just adding one element to that. It's the music that's playing in the background and make you feel like that. It's the lighting, it's the sounds, it's all these things that make that scene feel that way, and that's highlighting that actor's ability. But the actor, from his perspective, don't look like that. It don't look like that at all. It's boring a lot of times. You're just sitting there waiting. You have to say that same shit over and over and over and over again in the same way. So you have to fall in love. It's the process. So it's nothing different with starting a business, running a business. You have to fall in love with the process, man. Because if you can't get down with that part of it, then you can't do a business. I don't even know how I got on this rant. Okay, so I was talking about my client that I have to follow up with today. Also, and I was talking about onboarding a potential contractor slash employee to represent my company to do tax prep work in the upcoming tax season. I'm excited about that. So I have to do that today too. Also, I've been having issues with my business address. See, this is business stuff. I have to call them because I have a virtual address for my business that I have physical mail that goes there, and then I have that mail forwarded to wherever I am in the world. Okay. I've been having some issues with them. They haven't been as consistent as I need them to be, and the reason why I'm kind of angst about it because I'm anticipating some mail that's important to me. I've been working on some things in my personal life. I'm talking as far as credit, and I've been making some progress, and I am expecting something in the mail that I'm going to need. But the company I'm dealing with to receive my mail in this form, I've been having issues with it, been having delays in them following through with my requests. I don't know what's the problem, but I've been dealing with them for a while, and I've been chilling, but I'm in a place of, all right, now I'm ready to go kind of full force as far as what it takes to make these things happen for me because I need to get it done. I'm on one. And I'm on one because, just these videos are allowing me to make sure that I stay accountable for the things that I want to do. So I'm excited about the potential that all of these things that I'm interested in may present. Man, I'm so glad you guys are here watching this with me, watching me. I sure appreciate it. This is going to be a fun journey. Okay, what else I have to do today? I have a meeting with another business owner tomorrow, Thursday, and I need to catch up with them about their business compliance situation. So I got some stuff I need to do, man, and I haven't even talked about the music sync stuff. And this is kind of why my music sync has been on the back burner, because just my tax company has just been growing, and it's been needing my attention, and I've been giving it. It's been able to generate some income, more so than the music sync licensing. So I would love to get them on equal plane. I would love to get a system to where I can balance the two and I don't know if it's possible to put the same effort in both, but this is what I'm going to attempt. You hear people when it comes to wealth, and they always speak about the importance of having multiple streams of income. So I'm working towards that, man. We're going to see what it's all about. And I am open to suggestions. Man, my music sync licensing, man, I just, first of all, I hadn't made a new song in a while, and see, that's another thing. Let's talk about making money with music and the challenges that arise. So you ultimately think about this because you like music or you love music. You may have played instruments or been in music in some form, so your wanting to create music comes from a love for music, right? So there's a difference between making music because you love it and making music because it pays you. The two different ways to look at music. If music is your form of income, you have to look at it from a perspective to where you have to make content. Content is valuable. I guess it's the same in the content creating space. So you have to be able to facilitate content. You have to make music, and you can't be too personal about it, perfectionist about it. You have to be able to work with a group. You have to be able to give your music to someone else and allow them to add or subtract from it. It's a collaborative, thing. I guess, battled with that, you know what I mean? Being able to maintain the level of creative stamina it takes to make enough music to look at it from a business perspective on a consistent level as of yet. Although I already made almost 100 songs. So let's talk about that. So I have 100 songs. So I have 100 pieces of intellectual property that I could use to make profit. And that's pretty much what I need to do. And as I get inspired on the way, then yes, I can continue to create music. But the main thing is to utilize what I already have, which is something that I claim to be good at. Utilize what I already have to take advantage of that to try to make a dime. So we'll see. So I guess that's it. That's enough. I'm still in practice phase. I'm not sure if I like this setup with my car, this background. I'm not sure yet. But I wanted to do it this morning just to kind of see. But anyway, thank you for having your morning coffee with me. I appreciate it. If you like this content, make sure you subscribe to me. I'm trying to stay consistent and try to keep the videos coming. And basically, I'm just, we just having a conversation. We just shooting the shit. I'm just telling you about my progress. You guys gonna help me stay accountable and follow through on the things that I need to do. Hell, we're gonna grow this thing together. And who knows what the future may hold. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your week. I look forward to seeing you guys again. And yeah, that's it. So it's been real. Peace.